getting some reactions also. Let's just listen in first.
राजेश मिश्रा, पावन नगरी अयोध्या धाम से मैं हूँ और हम लोग
जी पूरी तैयारियां हो
जी पूरी तैयारियां हो चुकी है। हमारी तरफ से पूरी तैयारियां हैं। बस 10 मिनट के अंदर हम पूरी तैयारी यहाँ कंप्लीट कर लेंगे। उसके बाद जैसा कुछ होगा आप लोगों को जानकारी।
पंडित जी, क्योंकि 20 साल की बहुत कम उम्र की लड़की थी।
देखिए हम उसके बारे में कुछ नहीं कहेंगे और हमें उसके बारे में कुछ जानकारी भी नहीं है। जी वो देखिए कार्यक्रम नहीं, उसमें कार्यक्रम ऐसा है कि जो हमारे अंत्येष्टि कार्यक्रम होते हैं वो वैदिक और पुराणिक दोनों विधि विधानों से अंत्येष्टि कार्यक्रम विधिवत किया जाएगा, जिसमें हमारे सहयोगी हरिशंकर त्रिपाठी पंडित जी भी हैं और हम लोग मिलकर के पुनः अच्छी तरीके से पूरा कार्यक्रम करेंगे।
क्या समय दिया गया था?
3 बजे से 5 बजे का टाइम दिया गया है जी।
आप देख सकते हैं।
So this is as what my colleague Mihir was also pointing out, that you will have certain rituals take place, certain procedures that will take place, and then you will have the last rites take place sometime in the evening. A very difficult time for friends and family of this actress who's no more with us, all of 20. What really led to her death? That's the bigger question. Mihir continues to be with us. Mihir, I apologize for interrupting earlier. As you were pointing out, can abetment of suicide be actually proven? That's something for the investigating agencies. But just going back in time, considering the fact that, she died by suicide, she was found hanging on the set where she worked, as you were saying, about 14 to 15 hours every single day. Have the investigative agencies already spoken to the makers of the show, co-stars? Have they been able to, piece together what possibly could have happened?
That process is on, and that's why we saw today also 2 of the co-stars of the particular show and of Tunisha specifically. They did record their statement at the police station. Now what details have come out during the interrogation of the accused is very important and crucial to this case. What we understand from our sources at the police is that the day when the incident happened, the day when Tunisha took that kind of drastic step, there was a certain amount of argument between, or you could call a small quarrel between the two. It was not on the outside, on front of the set, but yes, that was something that people could sense on the set, and in fact, because of that reason, the shot was also delayed for good 2 hours. Only it was after some consoling by the directors and people on the production that the two decided to complete that shot and be on that particular frame together. Now that kind of tension was building, one could see, especially those who were regulars on that film set, who knew that they are together. So that one could sense it, but it was not so evident, as many of them also say. But that was brewing, and that could have, in a sense, definitely played a role in Tunisha taking this kind of drastic step. That is also something the police is not ruling out. In fact, the police has said that it will explore every angle possible when it comes to investigating this case. Yes, there is an abetment angle, but if there is anything more which gives them any sort of hint or clue to investigate in a particular direction, they will do it. They are open to it. Right now they are trying to understand what really went wrong, what really transpired between the couple. Was there some sort of instigation from the side of the accused that really led to this drastic event that happened in Tunisha's life? So all that is investigated right now. Remember, on the other side, we are also seeing some of the politicians raising the issue of love jihad. Now, whether that is something that the police is investigating at this point, the police has not said it outrightly, but they are saying one thing for sure, is that they will not rule out any possibility. If they find any sort of clue which leads this investigation to a different direction, and if they have to do it, they will very readily do it. At this point, the entire investigation is an ongoing process. They will be questioning more people if they are not getting clear answers. Also, the accused will be interrogated again if there are certain questions which are left unanswered. So it is a long process, and as far as the family is concerned, the family will also need some some amount of strength, as today they will bid farewell to their daughter, who's not only a hard-working person, but she had the reputation of being somebody who was very cheerful, had a very positive outlook towards life, and something so.
But you know, Mir, this is where many psychologists and experts point out that this is also oversimplifying a tragedy or a case when we try and, you know, see a suicide as a happy or a sad. Because as I said, the last few moments, it's very difficult to really understand what went inside her head. Did she actually ask for some help? Did she have any outlets of support? All of those questions still remain unanswered. But the larger question also that is now being raised by many, Mihir, is that how do we continue to see many young stars, you know, want to take an extreme step? Many examples are, you know, being quoted, like Pratyusha, Sushant and others. What are psychologists or experts who, you know, monitor entertainment stars or even reality TV stars or television stars, what are they seeing? Is there a pattern that is emerging? Could this just be because of the work conditions?
One cannot deny the fact that you know, being a television star, being in front of the camera all the time, being a performer all the time is a high pressure job, and one cannot deny the fact. But the fact is that many of them have really had decades long of career and have been successfully doing it, and one of the strengths in this particular aspect is the kind of backing and the kind of support that they have from their peers, from the family, from people they trust, is very critical to you know, stars and people who are high achievers. And it's no different in the film world also, no different in the television industry also. Now as far as success is concerned, yes, you are the main lead, yes, you are surrounded by several people, a crew of 1,000 people on the set all the time, but you know, there can be a sense of loneliness if things are not right inside your mind, and that was something you know, could be possible as far as Tanisha is concerned. It was a breakup that really triggered something in her mind, is what we understand from the explanation given by the family, and that was the cause which really drew her to that extent where she ended her life in this manner. Now it is it's really saddening and heartbreaking for people who are family, friends and supporters of someone like Tanisha, because one would imagine that if they would have the slightest of iota of something like this going on in her mind, then they would do everything possible in their means to ensure that you know, she's made it is corrected in many ways, and she could not have taken this kind of a drastic step. So clearly there will be some amount of regret as far as the family and friends is also concerned, because they were not really expecting that Tanisha would take such sort of a drastic step, especially someone who's not only successful in what she's doing, she's also been an achiever. She's got that reputation of being a good person, always cheerful on the set, and having a very positive outlook towards life. But one really would regret to great extent, especially many of the supporters or co-stars also said that one could really not gauge that she would take such a drastic step in the wildest of dreams, but that wild dream has come true today. Tanisha is no more. She has ended her life in such a fashion that's not only shook the family, friends, but the entire nation in many ways, because it really sets a trend in the industry where we are seeing really young, successful people ending their lives in this fashion.
Mir, you know, you said she was extremely successful, and of course she was